Hi there, my name is Sean Logue. This should be my final Jing for the online database design and management class at MCC, spring of 2019. Just like to say first, sorry if you hear her purring, my cat's on the couch with me, she won't leave. Anyway, so for this final, you asked us to create a database with MongoDB and sort of populate it, just explore it. I know that you said that this class didn't go quite how you would have liked, but I do think this was a pretty good demonstration of SQL databases versus NoSQL databases. So anyway, I just figured I would jump into it, change a couple things with it, show you that I know what I'm talking about, and we can go from there. So first of all, I want to connect. Sorry if I'm stupid for not memorizing this yet, but I've been using this to just copy and then paste and connect. Password. Oops. Oops. Let's hope I did enter that correctly, I believe. So if I do show DBs, it'll show all my databases. I want to use this one. So what I did is I made a database of Game of Thrones characters. Sorry if that's annoying if you don't like the show or something, but it just seemed like the most logical thing that I could make a fairly sized database have. So let's see. I want to go to find. So this shows all of the characters in the database and the collection characters within the database, Game of Thrones. So as you see, we can have the item ID, name, other name, race, family, equipment. Spoilers, by the way, if you're on like season 2, I'm going to ruin the show for you. So this is all of this information. As you can see here, instead of just doing find, which would display the information in an ugly way, I used pretty. Now, most of the commands I will be showing you, I got from watching a tutorial for Mongo databases. It can be found at this URL. It was pretty helpful. It's about half an hour long, and as you can see, it goes through a number of commands. So if we just wanted to do a couple here, the first couple of commands just talk about adding fields. I didn't think I would show you that only because it's incredibly easy to do, and you can actually do it from the web page on here. If you go to collections, let that load for a second. It actually usually doesn't take this long. Maybe that's because I'm accessing it. Okay, well, either way, you can add to it from there. Oh, here we go. Characters. So you can just add documents here or edit them right here. So yeah, with that said, I can start using a couple of these. So if I wanted to update, so we'll do this one. So what we're updating here, oops, let me undo that, copy. So as we can see here, matched, upserted, I think it should have modified it. So if we go up here, Tyrion Lannister. Oh, it didn't update because it was already set. Interesting. Let's see. I think I have another update that I can find here. Sorry, just one moment. Okay, excellent. So what I can do here, do this one right above. So here we can see matched, modified. This matched because the previous bit of code, because there is a character with the name Tyrion Lannister. I tried to set his equipment to crossbow, but it was already set to crossbow because I already did a lot of these commands already. This one I just changed had already been undone in the tutorial. I think we see it right here, remove category from field, and that's what I did right there. So if we do find where before Drogon under equipment had nothing, now he has Dragonfire because he's a dragon. And then if we wanted to do something else, so here we can use this bit of code, the age of a character. Sorry, I don't know why that's not working. One moment. But why don't we change that to 38? That's a good age, right? So that was modified. So if we do characters find, actually, can I do this? Pretty. Okay, so that works. So I found specifically the Tyrion Lannister entry instead of showing all the characters and trying to find that. One thing I didn't realize, one of the commands that it showed was to rename a field. So originally I had age as a field, and I ended up incrementing that, which I was about to show you. I changed that to years, however, and now I just added age. So both of those are there. That might look a little silly, but you can see that clearly I just added the age category. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to increment that by 5. So if we do that, and then we once again display the information for this specific character. You can see that the age has been incremented 5 years, just as we did there. Oops. Let's see. Did I keep this character? I don't believe I did. So we can upsert, which I believe. Let me see here. I believe that's pretty much the same thing as inserting, but update, which is a little funky, but I guess I see how that could be useful. And we see here number upserted 1. So once again, takes a while to print it out, and I think it might actually be quicker to just type it out. So we can see that this character right here, which I just took from here, was added there. And then something I already did, so I won't do again, but I will show you. Right here, I used part of this information from a tutorial, the tutorial that I'm using. But basically, it just showed how to add characters, add fields in the MongoDB in a sort of XML style. As you can see, this uses curly brackets, but it's sort of the same thing where these are all sort of elements, and then these are the street, city, state are child elements of address, and that shows up here. I know part of you showing this was to show that document-based databases are really useful. I believe you said that they might, become much more popular than they are now. So this shows how an XML file can be used for that. As you can see, I did quite a bit of other things. Let's see. So this would be a reverse sort. I'll just do that real quick. Sorry for that sound. Ooh, that looked. Sort. See if I just edit it like that. There we go. So this is a reverse sort. What that means is I believe it used alphabetical order for the first category, or sorry, for name for that category. The -1 means reverse order. So we see the name starting with the first letter of the alphabet at the very last. So we see Arya, Bran, Bronn, Cersei, and so on. So clearly you can see, I've done quite a bit for this. It feels a little like a normal week and just showing you that, I went through it and I can do this. But I'm also not trying to bore your time with stuff that you've already seen, and I'm almost at 10 minutes already. Wow. Okay. Sorry I've been wasting your time. But this is just showing you all the code I've done for the MongoDB. I believe I went through it in the wiki, but I do think I definitely prefer this. I think the fact that you can edit the database through here makes it really, really easy to use. And especially when starting out a database, I would definitely use this, especially since everything's in documents. You can sort of use those documents even if you ever needed to transfer it into a SQL database. So like I said, I mentioned all that and explained it in the wiki that I did for this final. I really feel like I learned a lot this class, and I'm fairly proficient, I feel like, especially in Mongo database. I liked having 2 weeks to really just sort of screw around and change this and everything. And as you can see, I put a fair bit of information in here. So anyway, I don't know what I've been rambling about for 11 minutes, but I hope this works. Hope this shows that I did the final well. And thank you for the class. My name is Sean Logue. Thanks.